if she doesn't like it, she'll propose something.
Okay, we're going live. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I feel like what you, Rachel, underestimate is how excited people are about passive income.
oh god,
It never occurred to me until
People
you
are
said it now.
very excited about passive income.
that's because it's everything.
Yeah.
It should be all of our life. If you're not making money when you sleep,
Yeah,
like
you're not
making money.
making real money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out.
That really is like the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I got a new guy starting again, like another one kind of, and I'm so psyched. I gotta tell you guys that, whatever, we can do it afterwards.
Yes,
but
please.
about like whatever ways to use Chat GPT in podcasting that I found that I'm really psyched about.
Okay.
Tell us after
Yeah,
Gabriel.
I will. All right, so here we go, Facebook.
All I need is just saying yeah.
We need to go to the dentist.
Better nights, better days when you're here with me, babe. Cause you're all that I crave, so I wonder where are you?
Rolling on video. Going live to Facebook.
Hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed.
For our 5 followers over.
Well, actually, I'm going to the
Listeners on
NBC
Facebook.
Facebook
I know
one.
you are.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just kidding. We don't have a Facebook.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to do Instagram next time. Let's get ahead of that.
I thought about that.
I didn't until every time I think of it right now.
I thought about it, and then I was like, we don't have enough time to problem solve.
Not today, but yeah. All right, so we are live on both channels. I'm just gonna connect the chat. Hey everybody, we got a really great show today. This one is different than all the rest you've ever seen in ways that I can't really explain right now, but it's gonna be incredible.
Best experience you've had in a long time in terms of live podcasting.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, oons.
I would say that this qualifies as one of my best sexual experiences, and we're not even touching. We're in different rooms. That's just how good this podcast is.
We know what you're doing back there, Gabe.
Yes, absolutely.
So you won't turn his camera on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We can hear it.
Gabe.
All right.
Ew.
Well, that's why I usually put a tennis ball in my mouth.
Ew.
Well, just to muffle this. It's for you.
A little.
And I don't want to bite my tongue. All right. And let's see. Sorry, I'm just connecting the chat for YouTube. And you guys got to tell your YouTube people to comment. I want to get some people like
They're too busy
weighing in on this.
TikTok.
Can I tell you that my grandma told me that she got into an argument with someone in the comments?
Stop.
No way.
For real.
Period.
Oh, I love it.
I
know
thought it
that's
was
fucking
hilarious.
right.
She's like, I don't usually comment, but somebody said something really rude on one of your videos and blah, blah, blah. And then
You guys do like
You
this
don't
is,
know my granddaughter. She's a beautiful soul with a beautiful mind.
Hey, it is something that like truly where
Which isn't a lie.
you guys bring racism back for me, where I'm like,
We make race.
because well, like the way people get mad.
Oh,
it's just
extra.
different. It's way over the top. Like I
visceral,
get
like,
defensive for
way-
you guys. Like I go to combat in the fucking comments every now and then.
Yeah, be our
Yeah.
white knight.
I don't
Yeah.
read the YouTube comments, so I told her, I was like, I really appreciate it, and like I didn't see it.
That's really sweet.
We had one video that had like 45 comments. I'm sure it was that one.
What the fuck were we saying? What were you saying?
We were talking about the election, I think.
People get up in arms.
I also think people really, really, truly enjoy trolling us.
Yeah.
And so like they're also being like very extra because they want a response.
It's also doesn't help that you guys are attractive, and like that makes guys like, you know what I mean.
Make
You
a
get the
face.
guy. Yeah. They get extra.
It's aggravating.
Not to me.
That's why I
I'm s-
dress down at work
Oh,
on
okay.
purpose. I
those
don't wear
titties
my
are
hair at work at all.
sitting today,
At
bro.
all.
You
Like,
go bald.
I do like an ugly low bun with a headband on, and I wear a sweatshirt and oversized pants. And I went to work.
And they still love it.
No, it's normal. It's normal. They're probably like, is she lesbian? I'm not quite sure. And then
You have lesbian energy.
yeah,
We
for
know
sure,
that.
exactly.
Yep.
I'm actually
No.
actively
Yes, she does.
trying not to be. Yes, I do.
I thought she was lesbian.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
have lesbian energy.
She
I do.
does.
I do.
She
It's
is.
okay.
It is okay.
Mask.
But
It's
she's
not
lesbian.
a bad thing.
But she's lesbian. It's fine.
It is, I guess.
It's like kind of a flex to be so pretty that like you kind of have lesbian energy, but
facts.
guys don't want to fuck you.
That's
They're not
facts.
quite sure.
No, it is a flex.
Well, yeah, I was actually going to say, do you have any idea how fucking annoying it is to hear someone say that they're, like, you guys try to dress down? Like, you're so
Everybody to
attractive.
me.
Well,
Like, fuck
no,
that.
it's not even that I'm so attractive that people try to get with me. It's that because I'm pretty, people easily perceive me as trying.
Facts.
When you try it all, people think
Really?
you're trying a lot. Yeah, it's like this weird in between.
Yeah.
So all I did was wash my hair and wear it to work, and all the white women at work were like, "Oh my god, what do you put in your hair?" And I was like, "Water." And then
My jeans, bitch.
they were like, "Oh my god, I just need those curls." It's women. It's actually not the
Yeah.
men. It's women. Who
Yeah,
are
I was gonna
just
say,
like,
guys don't get resentful like that. Like, it's just the cis guys get, or the, what do you call them, incels.
Yeah, incels. No,
Yeah.
guys.
Cis
no.
guys.
Well, also there's something, and when I say dress down,
There's too many
also
terms.
there's something about spending at least half of your time at work with teenage boys
Yeah.
who are
it's true.
like between 14 and 17,
Yeah,
and
when-
like also wanting to kind of be asexual-ish
When
because
I
of
worked at
that.
Washburn, I was for sure not wearing leggings. For sure not like
Yeah.
you're like I wanted to look like a bag all the time.
Because like, and it's not even that they're gonna come on to you or something.
No,
That's
no,
not what's
no.
gonna happen.
No,
it's like
no.
they're less likely to open up to you
Yes.
Oh,
I just don't want to be triggering.
because they're
in
like
any way.
very like
They
you
tell
know.
like no perfume.
Yeah,
no,
they're
like-
less likely
yeah.
to open up. You like you kind of want bro vibes for them
Yeah.
to like open up to you.
You do want to be kind of more of a blank slate with kind of kiddos.
yeah. Okay. Do you guys ever do that? So for stand up, when I do it a lot, that's why I wear a lot of solid colors and like black
Yeah.
or gray, and that is very calculated. So people project, because people just do project on you whatever they want to see,
Yeah.
and I've just found that like whatever skateboarder types or farm boys or whatever, they all think that they're you, I guess.
100%. That's also why I'm like blank slate ish. Like I try. Like I have a personality. Like but like in
You know
terms
who
of
you are.
like. What does she like listen to or enjoy like outside of the hospital? What does she consume? What does she
Yeah.
care about?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there's
That's
like
interesting.
preconceived notions because I'm a black woman.
They don't need
who's
to know
in
like
my,
what your personal style
who looks
is.
like I'm in my 20s, but like
Right.
Do they teach that in college? Is that something you guys go
They
over
don't
as
teach
a
it
therapist?
based on looks, but they do teach like you're
Being a
making
blank
a
slate.
clinical decision if you show your personality because then like
Interesting.
when you show your hand,
You're making a decision to connect.
yeah, one, you're making a decision to connect, which is good.
Yeah.
But also you're putting yourself in the position to like make your client uncomfortable.
Yes.
Also on accident.
Yes.
And like
Absolutely.
that can be therapeutically like beneficial also. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's something about connecting with someone who's very different from you that also is very therapeutic. But it can also create what's going on with your jaw?
Yo, it's like kind of like it's like stinging, like all in
Weird.
here. It literally just started. I
Stinging?
don't know what it is.
Like allergic feeling?
A little bit,
Or
but
from
I'm-
you grinding your teeth at night.
No, it feels like it's like shooting. Like
Do you want to
here.
kiss?
Kind of. Make out with me, Gabe.
Just to see,
You
it,
get
you
an
know, I don't
allergy
know.
pill?
I'm just trying to help.
I feel like it'll go. I'm just gonna ignore it for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna drink some more.
Weird. But yeah, so I try not to be like blank slate-y, but I try to show up as myself in the way that like leaning into not caring too much about how you look. Because I'm also talking to kids who are in the most vulnerable part of their lives. Like everyone in middle school and early high school feels unattractive.
Yup.
You can't be sexy and do your job, right?
No.
Right. Like
Yeah.
that's like now I've never thought of that before, but it's like, yeah.
Low key. You know, like those, like on
And
Twitter. they'll
wait,
have,
hold
like,
on.
the
Sorry.
sexy
I just had
t-shirt.
like
No,
a
go for it,
visual
go for it.
image of me bringing a 17-year-old boy into my office with like titties out
Right.
Embarrassing.
and like being like within 3 feet of him
Embarrassing.
while he cries and like leaning in like
My ex-wife did like
Embarrassing.
embarrassing.
she had no like she's not someone who wields her sexuality or looks at all, right? In fact, more unaware of it.
Yeah.
When she had more
She's very attractive.
absolutely beautiful woman. Anyway, I'm gonna get past that. But let's whatever. This is a long time ago where she was extremely attractive, right? And she was being a teacher. Not that she's not now. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's.
Kill you.
I know, whatever. So, but she caught one of her students was masturbating in his class, and I said, "Jesus, what were you doing?" Just as a joke, and she goes, "Nothing. I was just over at his desk, and I was whispering in his ear, like." And she had a low-cut shirt on too, and I'm like, "Well, Jesus Christ, you give the kid a chance."
That was
But he
his
started
first hard
like
on.
jerking it right in front of her, right? I mean,
terrible.
through his pants.
Himself.
He was
That's
like cocking
terrible,
his
though.
gun. Yeah,
That's so terrible.
He was what?
cocking his gun,
What does that mean?
like racking a shotgun shell. The
I'm from the city.
over the pants.
Oh, but how do you jack off over the pants?
well,
Get a nice rub.
I guess he
going
wasn't-
before going in.
actually, I
What,
have.
what is that called? Hunching?
I've jacked off without touching it with my hands at all. They call it the cricket.
I don't want to know. Okay. pull up the Reddit.
Sorry.
But yes, that is a very hateable thing to say. I dress down. But I don't dress down because my normal self is so attractive people are going to fall over. It's because there's something about being asexual appearing at work that makes it easier to be with teens.
Do you think there's some... Wait, so then quickly, do you think there's something about those teachers that are like, you know, they shouldn't be wearing those things to school? You know, like those really beautiful, curvaceous black women who are like, they're wearing those things. And it's like, they should be able to wear whatever they want, but also... You look like you're going to the club, bitch.
My honest feeling is that no teacher should be wearing leggings. Unless you have like a shirt that covers your like front.
What are leggings?
Unless it's
Tight
fucking
pants?
field day and
not
the yoga pants?
The yoga pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if you're working with kids and I just feel like if you're actually going to work and
You
it's
don't
at a
need to be wearing
professional
that.
setting, why are you wearing yoga pants?
I feel like
Yoga pants are like lingerie junior.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. I'm a thicker girl, and I'm not even
Not even
comfortable
thick,
wearing that.
skinny girls.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who.
Yeah,
Right.
skinny
If I can
girls
see
wear
your
it and try to
genitals.
get away with
Facts.
it. But
That's facts. That's facts. Okay. Is she really taking a nap?
no.
No, the answer is no. She's cheating.
Sounds like a song.
Long story short, my girlfriend said she was taking a nap and was putting her phone on D&D. I texted her 40 minutes later, and the text never said delivered. I'm tech savvy, and I know that even with D&D on my message to deliver. So my question is, could the phone really be on D&D and text message don't deliver, or did she cut her phone off? Firstly, clearly you're not that tech savvy if you're coming here to ask the fucking question.
I saw this and this tickles me because first of all, how old is this person?
12,
No, for real.
25.
25?
That's what it gives.
Gabe, how old is this person?
Boy, I'm struggling, but I'm going to say 17.
Yeah, I'm like, they're
18?
under
Yeah.
20.
I'm going to
Oh,
say
it
18
gave,
so I
like-
can
it
say
gave this
sexual
was like
stuff
their
later.
first like long relationship. It just gives like he's always been cheated on. Sorry.
It gives like you never had a girlfriend and you're paranoid and
That's
obsessed.
exactly.
Yes.
But
And
he
she
gives
turned off her
loser.
phone because you probably like track her location and she's probably in a location she doesn't want you to know about. Is she cheating? Is somebody who goes ghost for 40 minutes is
40 minutes.
is cheating on the table?
After 40 minutes, no.
I agree. After 40 minutes, it's not on the table.
You're psycho.
I loved the comments. That's also why I picked it. First comment. Well, people aren't always truthful about being available. If she is cheating, then she has it on do not interrupt my prowl mode.
Who hurt you? Who hurt
I'm
you?
well aware of that. Just doesn't make sense as to why she would say she's going on D&D, but now the texts don't go through. I have her location, but even that is unavailable. I
my
called
God.
it! I called it, wanting to turn off her location. She's probably hanging out with her friends and talking about how much she fucking
probably is.
hates you.
Have you
and didn't
seen-
want to say that she was available.
Have you seen those TikToks or reels of like people like showing the problem and then like the camera turns around
Yes.
and they're behind it? That's what this gives to me.
The problem is you.
Yeah.
It's like, and also this dude's hung up on the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Like what this whole thing about the semantics of whether she's actually available if it's going through. Like, how about you just want some space, you fucking asshole?
If you don't trust her, that is the real problem. Use this information as you will. If the phone's on D&D, messages should still deliver, but she might not get the notification until she checks her phone. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest. People are so fucking stupid. Do they really think this is a true question about whether or not the phone's on D&D? Does this person really
Right.
think they're asking that? They
my-
wrote
is
it in
my
the
bitch
Cheating
cheating on me
Stories
or not?
Reddit. They wrote it in the Cheating Stories Reddit. Clearly, in their heart of hearts, they think they're being cheated on. It's probably because they know deep down in their heart they're an annoying piece of shit.
How about this? Let me ask you guys this, because I'm someone who, most of my trouble in life comes from my lack of getting back to people, or just, like, I have this weird phone shit where I want to get away from it. Like, I just...
Is that like 90% of the trouble in your life? Is
A
that
good
like-
percentage. A good fucking percentage. Like, I'm going to say 70.
Jesus Christ.
Like, for real. And it's... But
I'm not
a
gonna
lot
lie,
of
it's
it...
Probably mine too.
A lot of it,
No.
though, is not...
You're on your phone all the time.
Like, in my mind, I
get back to
really
them,
stand on that it's like, okay, like, I believe I have the right to put my phone away for half a day or even 3/4 of a day and just not, and then I'll pick it up and get back to it at night.
You need to just...
What do you guys think? Like, what's an acceptable period of time?
I
I
thought even
think-
like you just weren't responding to shit.
I
wasn't
feel
for a whole day.
like you're a man, right? So you
Yeah.
understand how to do this, like choosing to be bad at something. Just stop responding, and people will get used to the fact that you don't respond for a day or two. So just stop.
I've been
even
doing that for
acknowledging it.
years.
Just stop acknowledging it. That's what I do.
I feel like I've been doing it for years. I'm just saying, like, it's still, people
What is it?
still blow
Malicious
up on me.
incompetence?
Malicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
I think
bit.
I'm doing that a little bit.
I do it too.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
No, I do it. Like sometimes I don't respond for 2 days.
It's fine.
But
you're also not entitled to respond to people.
But it's not like a personal thing. It's like I have so many tasks that I have to do in a day that I don't want to do, and there's only so many I can do. And it's not that I don't like the person who's texting me.
Right.
It's that like crafting a response, especially if it's a thoughtful response.
It's a whole thing.
I'm
It takes
not.
effort. It's not just like...
Or there's other moving parts that I need to figure out before I can answer that question.
Oh,
or
is this
something.
in a business sense?
No,
'Cause then I feel different.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It's more about. I mean, it can be business like for half a day for sure.
Well, half
for
a day is
sure.
normal.
Oh well,
I think
you'd be
a full
surprised how
business day is normal as long as we're
Yeah.
not shooting that night.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
Like one full business day is totally acceptable.
As
And
I
long
agree.
as we're not shooting that night.
Yeah, as long as it's not time specific.
yeah.
Like even if it's
Yeah.
about whatever, having a guest the next day or something.
Yeah, and
You
I
can
mean, there's
find that
stuff
out
that
in the
you're
morning.
aware of, right? That it's like, okay, I got to get back to this. I'm not like
Yeah.
an asshole, like
Yeah.
a total asshole. I'm just.
But
saying.
you're kind of like I think this is the hard thing about being someone who's really personable like you is like you use text, and so text feels immediate, but like because it's business, it's kind of like email etiquette with text.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Okay, so like a lot of the people that you like, I feel like a lot of the people that you work with business wise, you create personal relationships
Yes.
too. So then that intertwines with business expectations because I feel like a business expectation, specifically like if you were sending an email, would be like 24 to 48 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like because you create personal relationships, they're texts. And for whatever reason, even though it's a business relationship, because it's intertwined with a personal and
Yep.
it's a text, it changes the expectation for people.
Tell me what you guys think of this. I also believe that I suffer, and I think other people of my ilk, when you're a quote unquote generally nice, happy go lucky type guy, when you
that's
do
not
put
me.
a
I'm
boundary
counted out.
down. Well, I'm really also kind of finding back to my base asshole, but
You keep saying that, but you've been asshole since I
Yeah.
met you. Maybe it's
Thank
because,
you.
Maybe it's because you're attentive to people or you care about their feelings. Like
Yeah.
I'm not what you're looking into that you need to be doing differently, but you are generally an asshole.
you really think so?
Not over text.
And by the way, I'm elated to hear this.
not
No,
over
you're- no.
text or anything, but like
Right.
there's no part of you that comes across as pushover to me.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
I don't get that
Thank you.
vibe.
I really have been feeling like I'm people treat me because I'm a fucking. Okay.
No,
anyway,
like when we were texting about last week or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like I felt like you just were like, hey, like, can you do like you laid it out and you were nice and you were like, but it was also like, oh shit, like it was the right amount of pressure, like it was fine.
okay.
I've actually felt irritated with you when I was a part of the payment thing because I felt like you were too pushy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, during that period I was because I
Yes,
was like coming
yes,
out of
you-
some
But that's
fucking
like
rip-off
asshole
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No,
like,
I was late on
I
this.
get
This
like
was fine.
that. Like you don't, and you also don't back down when confronted. I think it's really the crossover of people. I feel like it's the crossover of people feeling conflicted about having personal relationship with you that coincide with the business.
This is like a love in for me. I'm
But
seriously.
you know what I mean,
so,
though?
Yeah.
Because
for
it's
sure.
like because they're like
I blur the line for
you
sure.
you blur the line, but not that you really blur the line in a way you don't really, because like we don't really talk much when we're not
Right.
podcasting. We're friends while we're here.
You're accommodating in a way I feel like that like a lot of business owners wouldn't be sometimes.
Well, no,
I think of you guys as friends, just to let you know.
No,
like,
yeah, I
mean,
think of you
whether
as a
it's-
friend too, but I feel like
But you're right. I don't like. I know that I'm not that sort of friend. Like, so I don't like hit you up and ask you about.
But it's not
shows.
even that. But it's
Yeah.
like, well, we want to come to a show,
Right.
But we
No, we
ask.
didn't.
Well, no. I'm saying like about
Yeah, we
like
would
what
like you
a
to put us on a
TV show
list.
you're watching or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
like I know whatever
What we
like,
connect
know my
over.
role or something.
Don't be
Yeah,
gay
I don't
about
know.
it, Gabe.
No, but I'm saying like I think the closer you get to people and the more they tell you about their personal life, they in their mind, it's not a Gabe thing, it's a them thing. They in their mind are like, well, you know that I'm going through something, so you're gonna bend or you're gonna accommodate or like you should, right? And that's where you like get in this weird position.
You're supposed to be a friend, kind of
Right.
thing.
Therapists too.
right?
yeah.
And like you're supposed to be, but you're not supposed to be a friend.
Yep.
In that
Right.
way, like so that's like where
It's
the hard
interesting
line
for you
is.
guys for therapists too, though. That's got to be. I guess Rachel would deal with that
Maybe
more.
yeah, and maybe more in private, like just in general, in like non.
I go out of my way to. I have a lot of like personal shame when people like hit me up out of business hours and I like ignore them, but I like
do
have
too.
to.
Yeah, me too.
I have to
force myself.
Like you have to force yourself to have that professional relationship. I also don't share anything about myself with clients,
Yep.
and that helps a lot.
Right.
Yep.
I think for them to like.
No, people hit me up all the time on a Sunday, and I just have to be. And I'm literally not doing it, and I have to force myself to be like respond at like 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, or like it just is.
You have to because it sets the precedent.
Yep.
So then also because Gabe's job is outside of business hours, because people are shooting with you and hanging out with you till 10 p.m. at night, it also creates the lax environment. Like you have a lot of things working against you to show up professionally.
That's very true.
I struggle huge with the business hours type thing. Like,
Yeah.
And because I am generally good with it all the time.
Yeah.
But then the times you're not, and it's like, okay, you're asking me questions at 11 p.m. Like, can we, you know what I mean?
And in their mind, they're like, "Will you?"
Well, you
answer
always do.
Yes.
Yeah.
They become like they don't. Also, like most people who work with you, Gabe, this is their first podcast relationship.
Yes.
This is their first entertainment relationship.
good
So
point.
you're setting the precedent of what's normal.
Oh, yeah. No,
And-
for sure.
And
for
they
sure.
think so. They don't. Nobody knows when you're doing extra until they've been doing this for a while.
Oh, thank you.
So,
That's actually, yes.
all right.
There you go. You
we
hit
filled
me.
Gabe
We're
up.
done with me now. Okay.
All right. All right.
Feel warm and cuddly, Gabriel.
I do.
He feels seen.
How's your jaw?
It's better. I think it's actually this.
Do you get a job as a mechanic or something, by the way?
What else would she be doing with her job?
That's the first thing I thought
I wish. I fucking wish.
Shut
it's been a
up.
fucking minute.
Oh my God, 2 weeks. God forbid.
No, literally.
I'm in a relationship. Let me be quiet. I don't have to
I
go
didn't
through
suck
those
any dick
problems.
2 weeks ago.
I'm just kidding. Jeez.
of. All right, Reddit 3.
Oh fuck! Wait, I lost it. Sorry.
Throwback to my
My
psychotic mother.
who needs my
Made my sexual assault.
about herself. Do you want me to read the text first?
Yeah. They read this first. Do you have that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I happened to find these messages from many years ago. Context. I had initially moved to this bigger city that I had wanted to work in, but unfortunately I was assaulted by someone I thought I could trust. Sorry, sis. Worst panic attacks of my life. Would run into this person many times at both my workplace and outside. My parents helped me move to the city and spent a lot of money to help me move in, but I decided to move elsewhere on my own with my own money, and that was further away so I could just feel safe for once and stop living in fight or flight every fucking day. Good for you. When I made that decision, I called my parents and told them what I decided to do for my well-being, and of course the narcissist of a mother I was born to was very upset, and at some point in the middle of me sobbing to her about how poor my mental health was, she said, "Oh, fuck you."
Sorry.
Oh my God, I did not see it going that way. I have not read this yet. When I asked her to stop making it about herself at bare minimum, because I would be further away from her, quote unquote, these messages are following that call. Since then, I had another incident with her a few years ago when I went, I'm sure it was more between then, hun, when I went to visit my family for Christmas, and she got physical with me going 75 on a highway with one of my brothers in the car after I told her to go fuck herself. After she told me that I lied about my sexual assault, that quote unquote God, putting that in quotes is also fucking hilarious, and I love her just for putting it in quotes, told her that God told her I was a liar and that her assault was much worse than mine. I knew that was coming.
Oh, did you?
Because I feel like, you always hear like when moms are mean about like sexual assault rape, like that's because they
Were sexually assaulted. Yeah.
I didn't speak to her for 6 months while she made my brother's and father's life a living hell. Then I broke no contact to keep the peace for my little brothers, who were 13 and 17 at the time. I talked to her every here and there and have been seeing a counselor for nearly a year now because of this. It still hurts me so much that I've never received an apology from her and probably never will in a true narcissist fashion. These really made me realize how good she is at gaslighting me to think she's normal, because I'd completely forgotten about it until I saw them in my photos today. Should I read that? Okay. And then this is the text message. Mom, I love you, Mom, but I will not allow you to speak to me the way you just spoke to me. Never in my life will I ever say, quote unquote, fuck you to my mother. I will.
You should.
You should, let alone my daughter. I've done everything I could to help you understand, and I did my part. However you want to handle that is on you, and I'm not responsible for that. Yes, this whole situation is about me, and then she blanked out something else. I feel incredibly unsafe, not you. I had massive panic attacks to where I thought I was going to have a heart attack, not you. You are the one trying to make this about you. I understand and have done nothing but appreciate what both you and Dad have done for me, but I never would have thought that you couldn't understand that I chose to go somewhere else because of my safety and my well-being. Should I read the rest? Oh, here. Where to go? So yes, sure, I'm a selfish person because I'm
This
trying
is
to be
mom
there.
responding?
This is her talking to her mom.
Still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, sure, I'm a selfish person because I'm trying to be there for myself. I can't heal in the place that is breaking me. You weren't there for the screaming breakdowns I had every other day over this. You weren't there for the nightmares I would wake up to sobbing every single night. You've not seen anything. God knows my heart more than you ever will, and that's all that matters to me. And this is her mom responding.
Let me read the mom's response.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Stop using your psychobabble on me. How dare you accuse me of manipulating me? You started off the conversation with attitude and disrespect. I've had enough. Quit acting like, wow, her mom can't type or spell. Her mom's drunk.
Is drunk.
Quit acting like a damn victim. Not everyone is victimizing you. You want to be an adult, then grow up. Show some respect. Show some damn appreciation for the people who have loved you and supported you even when you had been hard to deal with. Even when you were unlovable is what her mom just wrote her. Even when you were unlovable, we loved you. Bitch, be quiet.
You know it all, and I'm just some stupid person.
Don't you ever talk down to me like that again. I won't have it. And that's why you get the response you got speaking down to me, giving me attitude, and then telling me I'm manipulating you because I never thought any of us would have to walk through this. Your heart has become hard and your mouth has become bitter. Let me know when my daughter comes back. I miss her.
Is this not normal?
By the way, when using God at me, remember in his word where it says to honor your father and mother. No.
Fucking heard that.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No.
100%.
The Lord says, take this abuse.
And my mom's not religious. That's what's amazing.
No, your mom is off the hinge. Your body is literally telling you to get the fuck away. Your body not only told
the Lord told me to tell you.
Your body told
to shut your fucking mouth. That's basically what her mom.
No, literally, your body told you that you were so unsafe from your person who assaulted you and your fucking family, like repelled you away from like that whole area.
So here's the thing too, is like on face value, you're like, oh, your parents dropped this money for you to get this apartment and then you moved. How dare you? But I gotta be honest, like with the mom that she had and the family that she had, that was probably being held over her head in a real way, especially the my own money statement.
I was gonna say, she like mentioned that on purpose.
I think she did. This is a crazy parent.
That's a crazy...
Like a very, very unwell mother. So
that truly becomes a thing when you have parents like that where like you learn... I cannot take money from this person.
No.
Because it is a fucking...
it's not worth it.
It's a trap. Right.
It's always a trap. Rachel kills self.
Literally. It's always a fucking... It never gets easier.
That's the one thing, like, with you that has been interesting, being close with somebody who comes from money and is, like, has this access to money, but it's, like, family money, not her money specifically, of how, like... Every relationship in your family, whether it's you and them, whether it's you and your mom and her siblings, your mom and her mom, your brother and you, like that family money, like
it's in the room,
penetrates that relationship in such weird ways. It's very stressful.
Even if you can talk about it, quote unquote, or you're like talking about it or whatever, it's like it doesn't change that it's like still. Like I was telling my mom, I was like, I had like a panic attack telling like. About like trying to talk to you about money or something. I saw her recently, and she didn't understand why. Like she doesn't get it. Like
didn't you get so?
But then she has a meltdown when she talks to her mom about money. So how does she not see that? She literally comes to you about it and says how stressful it is to talk to her mom.
She's like, I don't get it.
Like everyone's living off one dude's teat or whatever in your family.
Yeah, my grandfather made a lot of he made a lot of money. And
I wouldn't say one dude's teat is accurate. I would say that he was like very smart tax wise, and so everybody has their own money
and he was
and their own name.
Yes.
But
where did it start though?
But him. But but what I'm saying is like then the grandkids, because it's like money that's family money. There's like family input on how you spend that money or family opinions on how you spend that money.
And there's a foundation. There's like there's all types of things. Like his family has like it's interesting, but he.
We're kind of going besides the point now.
Yeah, we're going besides the point anyway.
But the thing is that, like, I think it's rare that money comes with no strings attached. I think it's a special person to help you financially without strings attached.
That's what I was going to say. Like, he was really generous. So that's partly why, like, everybody gets access to so much. But it's also, like, there's still, like, no matter what you do, there's still strings attached.
Also, like, is it generous to, like, pass down wealth to your kids and grandkids? I think that's, like, the goal. I don't think that's generous at all.
It's just how it should be. Exactly.
What are you going to do with it? You going to bury it in your grave with you?
That's what he always
People do plenty of shit like that. I don't know. It's weird as hell.
It's stupid.
It is.
It's stupid. Why wouldn't you put money into trust for people you care about instead of pay a shit ton of taxes and lose half the money anyways?
It's just the thing you should do.
Yeah.
I just like my heart goes out to him that he worked that hard. He made all that money and then he still has to have like
He's gone now.
Black.
He's dead.
Like, oh, okay.
He died
All right,
this
never
summer.
mind. He's good.
But he definitely had to have black grandkids.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Poor guy.
I know. He
That
was
poor Jewish
so
man.
sad about it. He watched the podcast too, so he really knew what was wrong with you.
No, he
He did?
Yeah, he did watch the pod.
Only thing he ever mentioned was that he didn't like how much we cussed. But he said he would get over that.
He didn't say anything about all the men you slept with?
No, because he's not listening.
Okay.
I think he's probably, I don't know if we were, I was in a relationship when he was kind of.
No. I think a lot of his watching was like our OG stuff.
He
like,
paid for
before
it, but I don't know if he was like logging on to listen to yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
No, he'll be missed.
He will be.
Or he is missed. I don't know.
Shout out
Shout out Howie.
Howie, your grandpa, grandma. 'cause he was the
Literally,
nurturing
facts.
one.
It's why we drink martinis.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
So somebody said block, and then somebody else, the commenter wrote back, would absolutely love to. I'm more so gray rocking.
What does that mean? I've heard that. I don't know what that means though.
It means that you don't cut your parents off, but you give them nothing to work with. So if you saw your mom at like a family event, you wouldn't act mad or sad. You would just be neutral. You'd be like, oh, hey, nice to see you. And then if she's like, how are you doing? No matter how you're actually doing, you'd be
They're
like,
kind of just like bouncing.
I'm doing really well.
Rachel, you should be gray rocking.
Yeah, like they give
because
you-
you and I are in similar situations, and I've learned
You
it's
give-
incredible.
You give them nothing to work with.
Right.
You give them nothing, and when you first start gray rocking, sometimes they throw tantrums and freak out to get you give them to something to work with. But if you stand on giving them very little anything,
It continues to work.
it works.
It actually gave me I got a pit in my stomach the first time I used it because it was about something dropping off kids, blah blah blah, and I started to write a paragraph, and then I'm like, wait, no, I'm doing this gray rocking thing, and I deleted it. It was like, what time and where do you want me to bring him? And I had to ask it 3 times.
Yeah.
And then she answered. And then I was just elated, but then just you're sick because you're like, wow,
I just worked so hard.
I helped create that dynamic.
Yeah,
I am truly 50% of that dynamic.
And not only that, but there's a lot of grief around I have to give you nothing in order for this to work.
Doing all the regulating in order to get that outcome, and it shouldn't have to be like that.
Yeah, well, and then the really big thing is giving them nothing to work with. Because if they're truly narcissistic and they're feeding off of your reaction, they will put less energy into the relationship when they're not getting anything to work with.
Right.
And it's also embarrassing for you internally that it's difficult for you not to give more info, basically.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
No. Yeah, I was going to mouth something to you, and then I decided not to mouth it to you.
Yeah, please don't. It's on camera.
Yeah, I forgot.
All right. I think this is
She
it for us
forgot.
on this.
It just feels so natural.
It's so hard to remember the lights
So
and
hard to
cameras.
remember. They're right here.
Yeah, if this was my mom, I would block her. But
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? Maybe
I would
No,
tell
you'd
you
be
to
so
block her.
fucked up by now. You wouldn't even know to block her. You wouldn't be figuring it out till you're 40.
Yeah, maybe. I think she got this is so nasty to say, but I don't know how else to say it. She got blessed by having something terrible happen to her and her mom do something so appalling. If she wants to use that as the strength and anger to pull away, she could. She got a very direct thing to point to bring herself back to literally write on her mirror, to write in her phone. She has something to go back to be this is why you're not responding. Hey, when you feel guilty, this is why you're not talking to her. And I hope she uses it.
Me too.
And we're gonna hop off of this and we're gonna talk about Luigi.
Ah, my man.
So if you hear it,
Your tits look great today.
thanks. On the bra.
That's a great sign off.
A real
It's the end
lesbian.
of the week.
A real